Good morning, everybody. Let me see if to be sure our levels are right here. All right, looks good. Maybe turn this up just a little bit. All right. I'm not gonna get too excited about the pump just yet. I want to do just some updating on the chart, general stuff, and then look for an actionable setup for the day. We can get rid of this stuff. Trading plan from last week. Irrelevant. What I want to do is just update the chart, and I would really love to take a trade today. This pump is coming in ahead of data release. Actually, I want to switch this up a little bit. I'd like some more upbeat shit. I guess we'll get to it. Wow, all the data release this weekend is. God, I don't know if I wanna. What's up, Mr. Fool? Nice, nice long. I'm just doing my journaling here, trying to decide what the max on the week would, max high on the week would be. I guess I'm just gonna have to say 119, 290, and just really max it out. Max low would be 103.4. Ah, shit. Fucking goddamn it. Oh shit. My motorcycle's not covered up, it's raining outside. It sucks. Okay, so what do I think about the week? I'm gonna actually take it back today. Say the max high on the day is gonna be 112.5k. Max low is already in. Alright, so the data's been released. We're hitting some key pockets of liquidity here. Actually, quick, just want to take a look at Sol. Yeah. Cool. It's a good break out of that. What's up, Tyson? What's up, T-Man? I love seeing you in here, man. Thanks for coming. I'm just seeing that you hopped in. I don't know when you sent that. I was just typing up my my kind of like my trading plan for the week. Are you still in here? I don't know if you are. I was looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, if I look at a weekly, this is going to be my max high on the week here. I think this was more realistic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each level by level. I think that this is a really nice break out of this downtrend here, this just very specific local downtrend. For the day, I would say this is probably going to be the max high on the day. I don't think we're going to exceed this. Probably do some distribution, maybe something like this. Maybe get a move back down into here, and then price will decide, you know, are we going to gain acceptance back inside Monday range, or are we going to flip this area into support and then potentially get that continued move to the upside here. You know, we've just had so many of these bigger pumps, and each time they all end up getting retraced. So I'm not overly optimistic. And for September, like historically speaking, September is not a very good month for bulls on BTC. So I'm definitely not, you know, I'm not like overly optimistic on what price is going to do. I kind of generally expect price to just range for the most part. Yeah, daily would be a nice, this would be a nice level. In fact, I'm just going to mark it out like this. Yeah, this is exactly that level. I don't even need this new one. I don't really think we need that anymore. Yeah, you know, this is the 21. I'm sorry, this is the 89 moving average on a daily time frame. We're just confronting that right now. Lower time frame, it's acting as resistance. I could definitely see, like, if anything at all, it's like you said, like, at most, you know, maybe we just, like, this closes like this, and we just kind of fuck around here, and then it pops up like this, and then kind of fucks around a little bit, or so, like, maybe, you know, at most doing something like that. What's up, Op? Sailor bought 400 million BTC. Yeah, that guy's a beast. Glad you can make it, brother. I wonder if we could look at this like a range. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Probably not even this first. God, that's that whole fucking candle, isn't it? Hmm. 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 Yeah. So there's a high likelihood of this low getting taken. Just a matter of when. $112,875. Yeah, so we could exceed it a little bit. $12,875. We're just coming up on this one. 13. I don't know why it would stop if it was actually bullish though. Yeah, I just don't like the charts. That's all. You know, I like to trade things that I know. I do want to start trading Sol and ETH more just because I think they're gonna... I think that if we are in the end game of the bull cycle, we're gonna see money rotate into ETH and Sol specifically. We've already seen a lot of that with ETH. Like ETH has been... You know, like, look at this. This is pretty insane overall. Sol obviously had a really nice run. I do want to look at those two today too. Yeah, we're confronting the weekly naked point of control from last week. The week prior, that's what acted as resistance as well. Yo, at least you tried. She'll get back to you, bro. She maybe, when's the last time you talked to her? Fucking right, dude. That's what I'm talking about. The job's not finished. When's the last time you talked to her, though? Because if it's been a while, yeah, she might just be like, oh, shit. Haven't heard from him in a while. And then she's thinking, like, what it means and what she's going to do about it. She's going to get back to you for sure, dude. There's no way she's not. 100% she will. Two years, yeah, dude. She is for sure just chilling. She's like, oh, I wonder what's going on, what this is. She's going to get back to you, dude, for sure. 120%. Where is that fucking guy? Yeah, the exes love the chase, dude. Crazy, actually. All right. I got to think about this for a sec. If I were BTC, what would I do this week? Fucking Wednesday already. Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday. No, I think. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I'm in one of those positions when I look at BTC. I sometimes I can just draw out a path. Like I just have a good idea of the path it's gonna take. I just don't really have that here. All I have are like zones like this one and this one that I want to watch for as areas that price could reject from. And really that's it. I don't have a clear path. I think like shooting from the hip, maybe something like this. You know, just straight up drawing it out, I would maybe look at something like that, but it's there somewhere. This low is not safe. I need some reference. Oh, fucking harmonic. Uh, 445, 112. It's probably not gonna be. Hmm. It'd be absolutely devastating if we did something like this. I just don't have any patterns coming to mind when I look at this. Not really like I don't look at this and say, "Oh, I've seen this before." Right off the bat, when I inverted this chart, I should have talked about this when I was looking at it. This area here looks a lot like this area here. And what I've noticed is that for this area here, we took the highs. And for this area here, we took the lows. For this area here, we didn't take the lows. And this would technically be, it's inverted. So this would technically be that area. So like if you look at this and this as a range, we took the low and the high of the range. We didn't take the low of the range, the low of the range here. I know it's the high, but this is inverted. And so here, if we expect to play this inside, right? If this remains inside, we would expect it to come in here and rotate back down. And maybe we just have an inside week where it just hangs out in here before deciding if it's going to next week go this way or go this way. That could very well be the case. We've had a lot of volatility lately, and it wouldn't surprise me to coast on that. That said, first of all, these are not safe. They'll get taken. It's just a matter of when. Could be at some point this month. So they're going to get taken. I just don't know when. This, you know, again, similar to here, is that spot that I would look to have taken. The difference is that it didn't. This is a very quick low, so you can look at it like this and say, well, it was already taken here. So this is a back test of that zone without taking this high, where it could back test this low here, right? Same level, and then get a move, you know, and stay within inside this sort of range. Because we've already deviated the range high. We haven't taken the range low. It's inverted, so it's backwards. We haven't taken that yet. And so, like I said, we could have an inside week. It fucks around in here. Next week it comes down, and that's when we have either continuation or not. Taking Monday high is a big deal in my opinion. I want to see where the week is again. Yeah, previous week high right there. We didn't take it here. Is this actually the previous week high? Hang on. Wow, okay. But it was current week high at the time. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, you know, you would think you would come up and take previous week high. We did have a small sweep of previous week low, extremely small sweep. This is a poor low in my opinion. This is not a proper low. This will get taken in my opinion. I don't think that this is gonna gonna remain a bottom. We've seen stuff like that before where you've put in a poor low like that and it gets taken later on. I can't off the top of my head remember the times that it has happened. In this downtrend, it's happened for sure. I've seen it just barely take the low several times. So I think if this is going to remain an inside week, this area here is going to act as resistance. We're going to get a move back down into here, and then price can decide if it wants to have continuation or if it's going to, you know, get that move down. And really, that's how I'm going to look at this. And I'm gonna pull this up here and add this into my journal for the week. All right, I think we'll call it on stream there. I would like to, because now we have kind of our weekly analysis done for BTC, I do want to take a look at Solana. Oh man, this just looks really fucking good for Sol. You know what? Give me just a minute. I'll be right back, and I actually am gonna take just a very brief look at Solana, very quick, just to wrap up the stream, and then we'll be on our way. So give me just a second here. All right. I'm gonna get this posted here. I was gonna take a brief look at Seoul, but one of my friends just texted me that they're coming over to my house. So I gotta kind of put some shit together. I'm gonna get this posted here, and we're gonna follow up with Seoul tomorrow. Oops. Get rid of that. All right, I got that posted to the Discord. We'll be back in the morning. Or no. Tyson has his stream tomorrow, so we will not be back tomorrow morning. His stream's at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is still what I'm going to be looking for on the week, is something like this. Got this marked out. We'll be revisiting this throughout the week. I do think that if this is going to be the case where it does hold as resistance, that we're going to see a move kind of into the zone here, and we could probably look to short, at the very least, back down to the Monday high zone, something like this, potentially lower. So as always, guys, thank you for joining me. We will be back on Thursday. If I do have time, maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow, but otherwise we'll be back Thursday. Tyson has his stream at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you later.